I'm not hoping and praying to work it out. Hey guys, welcome back to Habitual Crypto. My name's Dan, and here on the channel we like to make good habits in trading. So if you like trading cryptocurrency and learning the best strategies to do so, be sure to hit that subscribe and like button. Today we're going to check out the Bitcoin chart, see how we're holding up with the dip this morning. We'll take a look at Ethereum, obviously. We'll even take a look at Doge and Bitcoin dominance. And I have a few news articles for you guys really quickly, and then we will chart out any altcoins you guys are interested in. So just looking at, this is the daily Bitcoin chart here. I've been saying I thought 57 to 58,000 was not going to be sustainable. I thought that we would be ranging between 58 and 47,000 for the next couple weeks, and right now we're right in the middle of that. So we will see if this drop is over for the day. But again, looking at the daily, I think we're just going to be making a higher low than our main bottom that we had back in April. And yeah, and then we'll just coil up here and tighten up until we finally have that blast off phase back up to all-time highs. But again, I think we're looking at a couple, probably around 2 weeks at this point left before that happens, 2 to 3 weeks. So we will zoom in here and take a look at the hourly on Bitcoin. You can see if I scroll out here, we do have this trend line. I can even move it up to here, and this seems to be where we got the bounce from. Because there really wasn't, there was a little historical resistance or support here, so that might have helped as well, but we did get a nice bounce on this trend line here, and we'll see if it holds up. It's kind of too early to tell. Even this hour we are having a candle down, but if we can start to make a higher low on the hourly here, then it is possible, the damage is done for the day. But again, that's not to say that we can't go lower than that. I can draw a trend line on the hourly here, and basically we're looking at this descending triangle here. So we will see which way it breaks. If we do manage to break up through it today, then I would say this is probably where we'll hold up for the next couple days, at least here. But again, if we fail to break this trend line, obviously we're probably looking closer to our last local bottom here at 52,300. And if you've been watching the channel, this is what I've been saying, guys. I did not think Bitcoin was going to all-time highs anytime soon. Bitcoin dominance continues to fall. People are interested in altcoins right now. They're taking, Bitcoin money and moving it into Ethereum and Dogecoin, and some other coins we'll take a look at. But and you got to remember, investors are looking, investors that are in charge of treasuries for companies, they're not going to buy at these high prices. They're waiting for bigger dips to happen. I don't think many of them will get in lower than 50,000. And I think the 47,000 is going to be the bottom before we go back to all-time highs. But in saying that, I think, this is still possible where we make a higher low and then we just coil up and get tighter and tighter until we blast off. That's what I think will happen. We'll probably form a big symmetrical triangle pattern here. That's my guess on what will happen. And during that time, which will probably be about 2 to 3 weeks, I'm guessing, that's just from, I'm guessing it's kind of a gut feeling just from watching how Bitcoin has moved in the past, for so long. This is kind of what I've seen a lot. So this is what I think will happen. And during that time, I believe Bitcoin dominance will continue to fall here. You can see we have been falling since the beginning of the year, and now we are in a steep decline. I don't see this, curving at all. I don't think Bitcoin's going to be able to just have a V recovery here. So you can see we're already down, making lower lows or hitting that lower low from today, hitting it from a few hours ago. Actually, in the middle of the night, we got down to 46.4. I think, like I said, we're going to at least 45, most likely down to 40 within the next couple weeks. That's my prediction. And I think during that time, alts will continue to run. And you can see that with Ethereum here. We'll take a look at really quick. Now, Ethereum, has exceeded many people's expectations. We hit all-time high of 35.27 today, 35.30 about. And now you can see, we may be rounding out here. It's possible. It's still too early to tell. It is possible that Ethereum keeps going higher, but you can see here, we had a higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low. So on the hourly here. So it's only the hourly, so it's, you have to take it with a grain of salt, but this is my first sign that maybe we're getting close to an Ethereum top here. I could be wrong. Again, this is the hourly, but that's what I'm gonna guess will happen. And it's not like Ethereum has not moved like crazy the past week. So yeah, that's what I'm guessing. As far as Ethereum BTC, it's kind of the same thing here. We will see. We might be able to make a higher high. We got all the way up to base 0.063 on the Ethereum Bitcoin chart, which means one Ethereum is worth 6.3% of a Bitcoin. And it was just a few days ago that we hit 0.5, so 5% of a Bitcoin, 0.05. So, and that was a big milestone. Really, the next major resistance on BTC is 0.085. So, it may take a break here, maybe comes back and tests, this previous resistance and then goes up. But I think over this period, it is very likely we see at least 0.1 on the Ethereum Bitcoin chart, meaning one Ethereum would be worth 10% of a Bitcoin. I think that is very likely, if not 15 to 20% at the peaks of this cycle. So that's my guess for the rest of the bull run here. Really quickly on just a couple quick news articles. This is again just kind of macro, optimism for crypto. Singapore's largest bank posts tenfold crypto volume growth in Q1. So it's just again all around the world. Crypto is the future. So yes, we will go through these cycles, but next cycle in 4 years, we're going to do multiples on this year's top. So long term, crypto is going to take over in many industries, including the financial sector. So, if you're in this long term and you don't feel comfortable trading, buy and hold. Like in, and you can even wait till the bear market, but yeah, we don't know what the lows will be in the bear market. It could be where it is right now. So we'll see what happens, but I'm very, very optimistic. Again, not financial advice, but long term, I am very bullish on crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and many altcoins. Some of them, most of them will not be around. Keep that in mind, guys. Like over 90% of the altcoins there are now, which is close to like 10,000 altcoins, 90% of them will be, worthless. So keep that in mind when you're trading. Just, a lot of them will do well in the bull market, but when we go in the bear market, most of them won't exist anymore. So, Ethereum hit 3.5. We talked about it. And the Winklevoss twins, they own Gemini Exchange. They integrated Dogecoin. So now you can buy that on their exchange. And Doge has just had an incredible day today. 38% daily gains, getting up to 55 cents. So, and it might be more than that as we speak. So, Doge just killing it. I know we talked about it yesterday. We'll chart it out today, but with the SNL stuff and more mainstream media attention, it is possible we hit $1. So not financial advice at all. I still think there's way better plays out there, but at this point, it's only Tuesday, and the SNL thing's going to be on Saturday. It's a lot of days left to get that price even higher, so we'll see. But there will be dips, and once the hype ends, Saturday night most likely, I would expect a big retracement on that. So that's the quick summary for today and the news. Thank you guys for tuning in to that. Stick around if you want to go over some altcoins and chart them out. And again, I stream Monday through Thursday, 4:30 p.m. Eastern to 6:30 p.m. Eastern. And be sure to click that follow or subscribe on Twitch and YouTube, and give this video a like. Thanks. How's it going, Sneaks and 21? Hope you guys are doing good. Hope your trading's going good, 21. I know you've been attempting some scalp trading and stuff. How's it going, Duck? Thanks everyone for tuning in. Let me know what alts you guys want to look at. One I do want to mention is RLC, which, if you guys were following me for a while now, I have been talking about RLC for uh, quite a while, being a small cap oracle. Today, it really has had a nice day, up 30%, but I think it was up like 45% at one point. So, yes, Christina R. Thanks for tuning in here. Yeah, Duck, I wasn't sure if you got into RLC, but and yeah, it had a really nice move today. But you take a look at the Bitcoin pairing here, and it still could go. This was back in the summer, got up to 0.02 up there, about a almost a 3x or almost a 2x from here. So almost. So, that is possible at some point. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but this is a good sign of alt season in my opinion. And RLC, you got to remember, is an oracle play. Band protocol, oracle play, another one I've been talking about. They are following Links. The Link is the king oracle. Link is up 13% since 8 o'clock last night, and these smaller oracle plays are going to do very, very well when Link is doing well. So yeah, hope you guys made some money on that if you were in that. Let's check out eGold for Christina here. I know we've been looking at eGold. And yeah, we even talked about it yesterday. So yeah, so eGold's one of those coins, it's following Bitcoin. So yesterday we talked, let me go to the 1 hour here. And I was saying, I thought there was a good chance. I think we had just got rejected here at this resistance, and I thought we would come down and make support on this fib level and this previous resistance, which did happen, but Bitcoin ruined that support, which it did with a lot of altcoins, because it had a pretty nasty candle, or a pretty nasty like 4-hour candle that got a lot of altcoins down. But you can see you're holding this level again. So Christina, it's the same thing as before. This is going to act as your major resistance. Once you get past that, I think you're going up to all-time highs pretty fast. You're probably going to 220 very, very quickly after you can get past this major resistance, because you can see it was kind of straight up and straight down through this level. So you might have to give it a couple more tries. If Bitcoin stables out here, I think eGold will get back up here to try again, probably within a day or two, if I had to guess, as long as Bitcoin kind of at least holds around this level. I'm not saying it has to go up at all, but just sideways movement, or even if it goes down, like a smaller little drop than we had this morning, just minimal drops will probably keep this pretty steady, and you'll probably sustain this support. But it's just about getting back up to this resistance. But again, you break this resistance, I think you're going up to 220 very quickly. Hope that helps there. Nice, Duck. I'm glad you got in on that. Yeah, let's take a look here. Yes, in a short period of time. Like I've been saying, I thought it was going to go down to these levels, but I was hoping for a little less severe drop than what we had. If we look here, because this is on the hourly, so if we go to the 4-hour here, you'll see we had just like pretty nasty candle here, and then another nasty one there. So I was hoping more for this type of action most of the way down, but yeah, we had some pretty nasty candles, so that's why, you know, alts are going to drop a bit. But Dent, yeah, let me take a look, because I know we talked about that. Yeah, so yeah, I believe what I said was I was hoping it would hold this support. But again, it's kind of the same thing we just talked about with eGold here. You know, I expect it to get back up here pretty quickly. It's all about Bitcoin, you know. Not, you know, once Bitcoin starts moving sideways again, these altcoins will get going back up. So it just fell a little too hard, a little too fast. Let's see here. Let's take a look at Link. Now this we talked about yesterday. I drew this for you guys yesterday, and you know, it played out even better than what I thought here. So if we go to the hourly here, yeah, Sneaks, you know, that's, see, if you did put in the stop loss, then you probably would have been able to buy in even lower and make up for any that minimal loss you would have had by selling a little lower. You know, then you might have been able to buy lower, even lower, and make up for that, putting you even again. So yeah, stop losses are good, but you know, it takes a lot of you know, it takes you know, I don't, it's not, stop losses aren't always fun to put in, but you know, you learn to, it becomes worth it. Yeah, no problem, Christina. We'll take a look. That's what we're doing today. Yeah, so Link, you know, guys, got up here, came back down. If we look at the 15-minute, it will probably be even more. So it came up here, and yeah, now going to test all-time highs again as we speak. We're getting close there. So but yeah, I think Link is probably just kind of getting started for this week. Let's see here. I want to take a look at ETC. Oh, Ethereum Classic. Yeah, so even though Ethereum Classic, you know, fundamentally, I think it's pretty worthless, but it is one of the coins that's like available on like Robinhood and stuff, where a lot of altcoins are not available on like mainstream platforms like that, that people use that aren't necessarily into crypto. And people just see Ethereum going up. They assume Ethereum Classic's going to do very well. So it already did have a really nice move here. But if we do like a fib level, let's see here, from the top to the bottom of this range here, you can see we got up past all-time highs, came back down, found support, and then just rocketed up to this first Fibonacci extension level. So, this is on the 15 minute. Even on the 15 minute, we're still making high, we are it's like a little cup and handle pattern here, which is bullish. And we're kind of trying to punch through this resistance. And, this looks bullish to me. So I would not be surprised if, Ethereum Classic, it's already up 25% for the day, but if it can break this, I think you can easily go higher. And this is what I'm talking about with alt season, like in my title here. Yes, Link has beaten its all-time high for today. It did. Not right at this moment, but I think it's about to try again. Yeah, so I would not be surprised, especially if Bitcoin dominance keeps dropping. Some of these altcoins are going to, like, I don't think you guys, if you haven't been around for 2017, you don't understand what a real alt season is. Like, we're talking 50% daily candles become like a norm for a week. Like on, coins go up 100% in a day easily. Smaller coins, but all of them normally do very well. And again, it does rotate, so not every coin all at once. It kind of, it's good to, pick your coins, and once you hit some targets, take profit out so you can rotate it into something else. But, the warning would be that at some point, Bitcoin will start taking off again. Again, I think it's going to be another 2 weeks at least until that happens, but it could happen at any point. That's just what I think will happen. But again, once it does, it is good to get stuff back into Bitcoin, because Bitcoin will take, the alts will bleed against Bitcoin normally. So it's like, for instance, like this RLC play I've been talking about for months now. If you're patient enough, now I don't necessarily think this is done, but up here at $5 where it hit today, that might have been a target where I take out 25% of my RLC play, and I look for something that has not moved yet like this, that looks good, that hasn't quite had these types of moves. That's what I mean by that. So And like this is a smaller cap coin. That's why it's, you know, I think it's top 200, I think. So it's not, you know, extremely small, but that's why, you know, having a 35% day is really not that crazy when you know, when Bitcoin dominance is dropping here. And we'll see, we've basically hit this bottom here at 46.40. But if Bitcoin stables, I think we're going to continue to drop. Right, Link, right, and if Link keeps going, RLC will most likely keep going. And Link is looking real. This is Link right now, and it's looking pretty strong in my opinion. You know, it got up to these highs, and now, you know, this is a 15-minute chart, but we've come back down to this level around $45.70 once, twice, 3, 4, 5 times, and every time it got bought up. How can I tell if a coin will continue to go up? Well, so let's take a look back at Ethereum to give you, well, so for one, you have trend lines. So this would have been the upward trend line for Ethereum. Okay, and let me turn just to make it a little more clear. So you were hitting the top of this range, okay, and bouncing off the bottom, okay, over the past few days. And then you hit a top that did not come all the way up to the top. So that's your first signal that maybe this is slowing down. And then you broke this bottom range, okay? And you can see as soon as you broke it, you have a big candle down. And now you have a new kind of bottom range I drew here earlier. But you've managed to get back up, and now you're on the bottom of this range again. But again, you're making, you know, you still aren't able to get up to the top here. So it's just signaling to me, and again, this is shorter term time frame, so, but it's kind of signaling this kind of move. And it's not to say it's going to drop like crazy, but it may consolidate here for a little while before making another move up. So, but yeah, you have trend lines that, you know, will start to tell you the picture. And then, like, if I was trading this, I would have had a stop loss below this trend line here. So, I mean, you got to stay active and like on top of things. You know, if you're going to be trading it that precise, you're not just, you know, holding it. But yeah, it's, you can kind of start to tell when the momentum is lost. You have bigger retracements before going back up. Like, look at Link here, or this is BTC, hold on. But let me erase this here. You can see Link had this huge move up to all-time highs, and then it dropped a little bit, but like is just staying in this area. So this looks strong to me. It's not doing like It's not doing one of these where it comes up and then comes. It didn't even come back down to previous highs. So normally you look for, you know, it to come down to this previous high and then get a bounce up, you know, like that, where from this level here. But instead, it only dropped a little bit and then again is like traders are buying up even the small dips. So that's telling me this is showing strength here. And, you know, it's right at a fib level too. So that's why it's consolidating right at this area. But if, let me go to like the 4 hour here. So it hit its first fib extension. So really the next target's going to be like $63. Now that's not to say it can't consolidate more here, but if it can hold this level and make support on it, you better bet it's got more upside to it. But yeah, I hope that kind of helps. It's kind of just, you know, watching this stuff constantly. Thanks, Crypto Hunter. So this is how you make fib levels. Like, assuming you have a charting software like TradingView, you can download it for free on your phone, or so I'll show you how I made this one on link here. I'm not in a genre on Twitch. Okay. Let me, I mean, they have you pick a game title, and crypto is one of them. So I click on that, but I'll look if there's something more specific I could do. Thank you, Duck. I'm not the best at probably, you know, marketing my stuff like that, but basically you take the previous range here where you had your previous high. Okay, hold on, let me see if that's the one I did. Yeah, okay, so, and it looks like traders are definitely using this fib level here. So this is how you do a fib level. On the right, or on the left here, you can't see it because of the way I have it set up, but there is a fib. It's called fib retracement tool. Okay, and you click on that, and then so you can do this on the, you know, you can do one for the way up, but you can also do one the way down. But basically for the way up, you already have a top and a what you believe to be the bottom of a range. Okay, so you click the top first. I don't think I clicked it right, but and then the bottom, I'm just going to move this up to here. Okay, so you got your top and then your bottom. So these are your fib levels that you kind of had to climb up here, and you can see, not all the time, but a lot of the times you'll get bounces right on these, you know, roughly speaking. And then you can see you had trouble getting above the 786 level here, and you know, you failed, went back down. Then you know, tried again, didn't get it. Finally you broke through, and you could see you went all the way up to the previous all-time highs here, and you consolidated there, and once you made support on it, boom, you went up, you know, you went up quite a ways. and then Bitcoin dumped and you came all the way back down. Now you're climbing back up, and I told everyone on stream yesterday, I don't even think it needs to come back down and make support, because Chainlink was basically due and altcoins were doing pretty well, and you know, that's exactly what happened. We blasted through the first fib extension, and that's where we are now. So the next now, just to kind of make it clear again, what we could have done is a new fib level from this top and this bottom, and so using this fib from this retracement, there is actually a $54 $53.92 level that may act as resistance there. So I think most traders are probably going by the bigger long-term channel we had here. Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, I mean, we have one for Dent, but I'll put it back there for you. Let's see. So this is an example of, let me see how I did this here. So this was an example of going from the bottom to the top. So we had the previous bottom, but we only had the top here for Dent. Okay, so we did this to see where we would retrace to, and yeah, at this point this isn't really in play because we came down to the 0.5 and got a nice bump right off the 0.5 and kept going all the way up to even higher highs. So this one is dated, so we'll erase that. We'll erase this trend line, and so now we do one from the top to the bottom here. Okay, so get my we do the top here to the bottom, and you can see we came up, got rejected off the 382 fib level, and now we might be finding support on the 236. You can see how well, because traders are using these levels. It's kind of like a self-fulfilled prophecy. But yeah, with this, yeah, you really hope Dent holds here. And sorry if I didn't do this yesterday. I guess I just thought that fib level, because I was zoomed in too much, was the more current one. But the good thing is it's actually holding this support even with the Bitcoin drop here. So yeah, I think eventually you just got to keep climbing up these rungs. And yeah, you have a lot of support at this one too, because this is where you previously consolidated before this big run. So you might have to be patient with Dent, but maybe not. Some of these can run very quickly. So but yeah, you've broken the downward trend, and it's one you might have to be patient with, but I think eventually you're going to get back up there. So you have to have a high and a low point. So here's our all-time high, and it's the previous high. And then here's what we believe is the bottom of this. So now you can start to do the fib levels going back up here. So like with this one, we could do the bottom here and the top here to see how far we thought it would retrace, and it would have went below that. So I think Dank just went up so fast that it came down, you know, almost the whole way. So I hope that helps there. Let's just check in on everything here. Link, yeah, Link is, let's see here. Yeah, Link made a new all-time high, like I was saying I thought it would. This is just pretty strong. And you can see we came down, made support right on this fib level, and now going higher. One I've been telling you guys about, okay, and this is one, you know, not financial advice, guys, but I am allocated to this one. I don't believe it's too late, but Litecoin, one of the major top 15 altcoins that has not really had its debut this this cycle. So yeah, we've went up, but this solid white line here, that is Litecoin's all-time high from 2017. Ethereum's all-time high from 2017 was 1,400. Ethereum has 1.5, almost, let me think here. No, it's about 1.5x its all-time high already. Litecoin hasn't even hit it. And Bitcoin has more than doubled its all-time high. It has retraced a little bit, but it did do a 2x from its all-time high. And let's see, what are some other ones? Like Dot and Cardano have all done multiple X's off their all-time high. So not only... I think when Ethereum does slow down, which it may be doing, things could rotate into... Litecoin could be one of the coins that things rotate into. Same with Dogecoin. When Dogecoin does start to slow down, most likely it will lose a big portion of its market cap. And its market cap is now huge. It's in like 4th. It took over XRP's position. So I just think there's a chance Litecoin could get its break, could get its turn here. And then this is the Litecoin Bitcoin chart, which I've shown you guys multiple times. I mean, look, it got down to these lows, which almost matched these lows before Litecoin just took off. You know, it's had major candles up on the Bitcoin chart here. So, and you can see, since we've broken this 3-year trend line here, we've been making higher highs and higher lows on the Bitcoin pairing. So, so yeah, I'm bullish on Litecoin as being possibly one that the money rotates into. So it's also on a lot of exchanges. It's on Robinhood, I believe, and you could buy it on PayPal and everything. So it's included with Ethereum and Bitcoin and a lot of things. So again, I would be very surprised if Litecoin does not get its turn at some point. So maybe it's not right now, but things are looking pretty good. So the other one I've been talking about, and today is the day. Well, tomorrow Uniswap version 3 comes out. We are close to getting another all-time high today. We did it yesterday, and then Bitcoin has kind of killed our momentum. But you know, we came all the way back down to 39.50 today, and now we're back up to $43.90. And yeah, again, I've been talking about Uniswap, you know, since it was around $30, I believe. Telling you guys, I think, because version 3 is coming out in a couple weeks. It's tomorrow it's coming out. So, you know, I was telling you guys, I'm going to get in now and be patient because I think this is going to pay off. And at this point, I know I've been saying I think it will run up and then dump tomorrow when version 3 actually comes out. But honestly, I'm very torn on that. Because like the altcoins are all moving pretty nice, and really Uniswap has been consolidating a long time and hasn't really had a major move yet. You know, it could all happen tonight, or maybe it does sustain itself and keeps pumping because version 3 is awesome or something like that. So, you know, I'm telling you, I don't know what's going to happen. I do think we'll probably make higher highs today. Again, not financial advice, but it could drop at some point tonight or tomorrow. But I hope it just keeps pumping. I hope it does. So, but yeah, again, just one I've been talking about a while, and it has made, I think, you know, about 50% gains since I've been talking about it. So maybe some of you guys got in that. I hope so. But again, you know, this is showing some strength on the daily here. Even with Bitcoin dropping a lot, it's been staying right in between these fib levels here. So, and if I go in on the hourly, let's see where we stand here. Yeah, this looks kind of like Chainlink, guys, and Chainlink just took off again. Where I'm saying, you know, it's getting back up to, it keeps attempting. Eventually you punch a hole or punch a wall enough, you're going to break through it. That's kind of the, you know, metaphor. Now, if you have to punch it 20 times, your hand's going to hurt and you're going to get tired and you might drop pretty far. So, you know, I'm not saying it's good to keep having to do it, because then you might fail. But, you know, I would say 2 to 5 times trying is not that bad. Normally, you can break it at some point. So yeah, Uniswap, still optimistic today on Uniswap. I hope we can get up to that next fib level here. And you see I'm using this previous range here. So the top here and the bottom here with the fib levels. Duck, yeah, Duck, I know I talked about OMG a lot after Matic took off, because OMG is one of those layer 2 solutions here. And to be honest, I got out of my position after it did go up quite a bit. But I thought it was having a pretty nice... yeah, so we have this... let's see here. Let me go to the 4 hour and see kind of... yeah, so we had this big channel here. So I think I got in around here, and I think I got out around here. Um, and yeah, uh, or maybe I got out, when it did start to retrace here. Um, but again, it just goes to show you, if I was more patient, you see, we did get up to all-time highs again. And then it did fail, probably from Bitcoin's drop. Yeah, it came all the way back down here, but now looking really strong. Yeah, looking really strong, Duck. It's getting rejected at this level, but in the, you take a look back, we made a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. And now, even if it takes more time, I think we'll get above here and then come back, and this time make actual support on this area. And then, then you get your real rewards up here. And again, I think this will happen as long as Bitcoin behaves and at least stays sideways and doesn't have any major moves. So, but yeah, you can see even today, this is a 4-hour. So this was OMG. This red candle here was Bitcoin dropping. It didn't really phase OMG. It really didn't do much with Bitcoin dropping today. So that's where, you want to find these coins that are showing strength when Bitcoin's dropping. So, yeah, I think OMG still looks strong. The other, yeah, right around here. Yeah, and you look at the Bitcoin pairing. Yeah, I already know it's up today because OMG's only down 1% and Bitcoin's down like 5. But yeah, I believe you. That's why I was in that to begin with. Oh yeah, you can see, guys. You can see the potential that this has. It's not to say it's all going to happen at once, but if OMG does get up to its Bitcoin all-time highs, it's 370% from here. So this is what I mean, Sneaks, when I say, when you take profits out of something, put them into something that looks promising, even if it takes some time. This is kind of what I'm talking about. And so if I was going to take profits, I would be doing it off of historical now OMG went absolutely vertical in the summer. I remember when this happened. I was not in it, and I was wishing I was, because it went up hundreds of percent in a couple days. But so you have, if you look closely, you have this point and this point lining up. So that is the next spot, or maybe the first spot I would be taking profits, Duck, if I were in this. As far as Bitcoin pairing goes, and then you have another one here. And then besides that, really the next one is all-time highs. So this is probably, I would probably take 25% here, 25% here, and then the rest of it here. Or maybe 40% here and leave 10% in there as my moon bag, you know. So, and again, I would be trading this back into Bitcoin because hopefully I can finish these trades before Bitcoin takes off again. That's how I'm playing it, you know. But I mean, you guys might have different strategies too, and that's fine. You know, not my strategies aren't perfect. I certainly make plenty of mistakes. So, let's see here. Let's take a look at Link. Let's see, guys. You see, Link is very strong. It's continuing up here. And yeah, I'm going to say the next target is, I think we said like $54 on the more local fib level, and then $63. So I think it's around there. But yeah, looking really good. Let's see here. Here's Litecoin again. Yeah, if Litecoin can get up, break these highs again. And you can see I have this dotted line here. I don't remember why, but let's take a look back. Let me go to the 4 hour. Maybe let's go to the daily. Okay, so this one we're done with. So yeah, right here, this historical dollar pairing for Litecoin. This is basically the last resistance until all-time highs. Now, I guess that isn't quite true. We had this other one here. And that is where we were getting rejected from too. So we break these two, we're going to all-time highs, I believe. And we will see if we go like the 15-minute. Yeah, it looks like we kind of broke. We're below it now, but if we can stay in this range a little while, make support here, I think we'll go try to test the next one. Which seems to be, we'll do it there. Let's check in on Bitcoin. So on the 15-minute, Bitcoin has bottomed, looks like. Made a higher high, higher low, or higher low, and now we did make a higher high, and now we have to stay above 53,980 to make another higher low. So we'll see what happens there. But so far this looks okay. We'll see when we get up to this resistance, if we make it that far. But yeah, I mean, I would expect that we're probably going to come back down to that same level again over the next day. But hopefully, I mean, it's not as steep as a drop like this was, so it probably won't ruin everything. Might just be a little hiccup. Bitcoin dominance. yeah, you can see we're getting a little bounce here because Bitcoin's kind of rounding again here. So I think people are expecting a little downward motion, but yeah, I'm not so sure we're gonna. I think we might make another higher low possibly on the 15-minute chart. So this is very short term. Let's see here. I do want to check in on Aave, the other one I've been, telling you guys about, which is not having a great day. Bitcoin really ruined the momentum with Aave here. Let me go to the 4-hour, and I don't know where my fib level went, so I'm going to do it again here. Let's do the fib level. Hold on. Let's move this back to the original. So, yeah, Aave is trying to hang on to that fib level here. But Bitcoin really, it almost got up to the one of the top fib levels, and then Bitcoin killed it, and now Bitcoin dumped again, and we're down here. So and then the I believe it's like 489 is going to be a decent resistance too. So but we have that fib level, and I could also do another one. We'll see if this is kind of matching up better with some of the prices. So let's make this one, white. So this is a more local fib level from the big drop in April from the top here. So you can see we did get above it, and now we did get a bounce on this one. So yeah, kind of a local fib level and a more long-term fib level. And it seems to be, some traders are probably using the long-term one, some the more short-term kind of valley we had, and then some probably using both. Hey, Skeptic. Yeah, Cardano. Cardano really used all the gas in the tank back in February, I think. Let's take a look. ADA. So let me clean this up a little bit. Yeah, so Cardano has just been ranging. This would have been a really nice trading range if you bought at $1 and sold at $1.45. You could have done that, a few times. But if we, let's see, I'll do, come on. So yeah, I mean, Cardano is just moving sideways. It's just ranging here. You can see now we're up. This is kind of the first time though that we've been up this high and holding it for, you know, we've been up here for a few days now. So that's a good sign. We're kind of holding above the 0.618 fib level for the most part. Yeah, we've wicked down a few times, most likely due to Bitcoin, but it is holding here. And I mean, at this point, I would say Cardano has been patient enough where, you know, I think it will get its turn. But again, you know, it just moved really well to get, you know, and got into like the top 5. You know, it just went on a massive run back in January, February. So, you know, it's good that it's held above $1, you know, this long, because now $1 is like major support. And yeah, I think, you know, now you know, it really hasn't been able to have nice support here. Every time it got up this high again, it dropped all the way back down. So, you know, if you look at the major support levels here, you have $1, then you got up past $1, around $1.20, and now you are kind of making nice support at $1.35, I would say $1.33. You know, a lot of congestion in that area. So hopefully, you know, you can get up to the next one around $1.42, and then I think you will have enough, you know, enough pressure built here where Cardano, you know, has been patient and just been ranging in this area so long that when it does actually break, I think you're going to have a really nice move. So I hope that helps, Skeptic. Again, it's just a patience game. And you got to remember, there's, you know, in the beginning of the year, it was Polkadot and Cardano as the main competitors for Ethereum. And then Binance came in and stomped everybody out. It even was beating on Ethereum very badly until recently. Binance just made their smart chain, made Pancake Swap, and basically added everything that all the other coins were trying to do into one, you know, Swiss Army knife of a coin. And that they definitely stole a lot of market cap from Polkadot and Cardano. And now you have Solana coming in, you know, stealing a lot of the hype too. So that's just the problem. And you can see DOT hasn't really moved either. Not much anyway. It's kind of the same. Yeah, look, kind of the same situation here. Almost same time frame too. So at some point, I think they'll both get their turn again. But again, it's like the rotation thing. You know, you hate to see it because stupid. And like, you gotta remember, Doge is taking up market cap that would have most likely went to Cardano and DOT, being in the top 10 coins. Doge is stealing, you know, and you know, fundamentally, in my opinion, Doge is a worthless piece of crap. And I hate that, you know, whatever. I'm glad for anyone who's made money off of it. It was probably smart to get in, and maybe I'm mad that I didn't get in myself, but it does make crypto look like for people who have no clue, who maybe would have got into crypto, you know, Bill Maher getting on, you know, his HBO show and doing a whole segment on how crypto is a joke and basically a Ponzi scheme, and it's all fake money, and, you know, millions of people watching that. And Doge is definitely one reason that sentiment is out there. So let's see here. Hey Joe, cash and Link is looking good. Yeah, man, we were talking about Link. Link is tearing it up. Let's see. It looks like it's coming back down to make support again. Yeah, so I would imagine it's going to make support on this in this area here by this fib level, and then keep going here. That would be my guess. And I think, I have a feeling Bitcoin is okay. Bitcoin is trying to hold up a little bit here. So let's see. Hopefully it can make, you can see it's on this trend line. I already know it is. See, these are the trend lines I was talking about. Okay, so we're not there yet, but this is only on the 15-minute, but I would expect to find some support there, and by this candle here already kind of loosening up here, getting some buying pressure, I would expect maybe we do get a bounce here. This is very short term too. But with that, you're going to see Bitcoin dominance probably fall again. If people think Bitcoin's going to sustain these levels. Let's take a look at CoinGecko and just see 24 hours Ethereum Classic killing it. It looks like Doge is up still 23%, but it might have taken a little breather, but not much. Then we got Link, Dash, Bitcoin Gold, a lot of these smaller plays. Then you got Waves, Litecoin, Flow, and Uniswap. There we go. So, and then Rune, Thorchain, big DeFi play. What would have been is a really good project. It seems like anyway. That's just killed it, and it actually has some good fundamentals. So Stacks is, if you're not familiar, Stacks is basically one of the, I think one of the only, there may be more that I don't know about, but it's one of the main, like I would say the main DeFi play on the Bitcoin blockchain. Okay, so most of DeFi is on Ethereum blockchain. but Stacks is one that's on the Bitcoin blockchain. So I think it being one of the main ones, like one of the only main DeFi applications on Bitcoin's blockchain, it will probably do pretty well. But yeah, and then the past hour, we got XRP, Ethereum Classic, you know, a lot of the same ones here. But yeah, let's see here. Luna, yeah, let's take a look at Luna. Terra Luna. So this is, let's go to the 4 hour here. Okay, so for Luna, I would be doing a fib level here from top to bottom. And you can see with the past two Bitcoin or the past two drops here, including today, we did get a bounce off this fib level, which is a 0.382. So you know, this should act as pretty strong support, and you know, the goal is really you want to get back above the 0.5 and make support on it, which you did twice, and both times you got back. You know, as soon as you made support, you bounce all the way up past the 618 level, but you're finding some strong resistance right here from this let me put another. So this is acting as strong resistance, and maybe you would have been able to get past that, but Bitcoin dropped and brought you back down here today. So I would say this still looks pretty good to me. I think, you know, you're holding pretty well here. The past two times it's dropped pretty hard, it held here, and I think you know, if you're patient, as long as Bitcoin doesn't ruin everything, I think you're definitely going to climb back up to test this again. And when you break this resistance, I think you're going pretty much right up to all-time highs pretty quickly. because it was kind of a straight line down here, and pretty much you know, you came up and found support and then came right up to this next level within a couple days. So I think that will happen again. So yeah, climbing up these fib level rungs and then passing 1955. That's what Luna has to do. Hey newbie, I'm good. How are you? And let's just take a look at the RSI on some of these too. So I have not been doing that lately, and I should be, you know, showing you guys more. So this is the 4 hour. And so it's slight, but Jowo, if you look closely here, you got your low from April 23rd here. Okay, so I'm going to draw a line there. So your low here on the RSI to your low where we are currently. Okay, so the low here on the RSI is right here. Okay, and so we take a line from here to where we are, you know, so you have a higher low on the price and a lower low, even though it's slight, it's a lower low on the RSI, which is bearish divergence on the RSI. So this is actually pretty nice for you. This is a bullish indicator. So yeah, I would feel good about this support and where this is headed. Yeah, I got to be doing the RSI more, guys. So remind me. How you doing, crypto newbie? What any coins you're in today or looking at? Here's yeah, we just talked about Cardano, and yeah, Skeptic said, when is Cardano coming back from the dead? Yeah, I could look at it really quick for you because I already know what to say. But yeah, basically you've been ranging in here for a long time. So $1 is very, very strong support. But if you look at where the congestion is, so you have $1, and then you see around here you were ranging for a very long time. So forget the peaks and everything, right? At the peaks, the sharp corrections and everything. Look at where the congestion is. So basically, you know, $1 support, then you had a lot of congestion here and here, and now you're making a lot of congestion up here. So it, you know, it looks like you are, even though you keep touching the top and the bottom, you know, most of the bottom stuff is due to Bitcoin dropping. And, you know, the overall picture here is that you are climbing up. It's just very slowly, but in the end, when this breaks, because of how long you've been consolidating here, I think you'll have a nice move up. It's just, you know, a patience game with Cardano. So, no problem. Oh yeah, one small cap play I've talked about before, and no, this is not financial advice at all, but this is Pokemon, the NFT play, and you know, eventually I think this will do very well, but it could be a long period of time and it's not for certain. But you know, I thought it was flattening out up here, but we still had some more downward motion to go here. So this is on the 4-hour. So yeah, I mean, it still keeps making lower lows, guys. So I'm not telling you guys to get in on this one, but I do think it's probably the lows are getting less drastic. So eventually, I think it will turn around, and at that point, it could see nice gains. But I don't know when that's going to be. But it is a smaller cap play I'm interested in. And the other one I'm interested in that I have told you guys about is Earn. And yeah, this one's pretty much retraced all the way down. But this one has really started to flatten out here. So if it does ever come up again, just really, this seems to be lower risk of buying versus the rewards of the upside. So I like these type of plays. But again, they're both NFT plays, so you might have to wait for the NFT trend to get going again, which I think probably will happen at some point. But so Bitcoin testing this trend line that we just drew. You can see we did come down. I missed it, but we did come down and touch that and get a bounce. But now we may be falling through, and I guarantee Bitcoin dominance is, yeah, starting to move up more. Yeah, newbie, Doge is I will say I think Doge is very, very risky, but there is definitely a lot of hype around getting it to $1. So I don't know if that's going to happen. Market cap wise, it seems unrealistic, but it just keeps going. So I'm not, at this point, it's not going to surprise me if it does get up to $1. Let's see what we're doing. So this is the 15-minute chart. And before I zoom out here, I'll just draw some trend lines here. It got up to 60 cents, it looks like. And now you're going to be in this this symmetrical triangle. So yeah, this is the move today, and now you're consolidating here. In the past, when it does this, let's go to the 4-hour so I can see better. Wow. You can see we drew this before. On a much longer term scale, but it did break up. And yeah, I mean, so if we did a fib level for the previous top and bottom, you can see we got very close to that, the top of that fib level. But the next Fibonacci extension, okay, is 91.9 cents. So you say you're going to sell at 95. A lot of skilled traders, if they are in Doge, are probably going to sell at this 91.9 cents, or a little before that. So I'm not going to tell you what to do, but you know, for it to drop before $1, I think is very possible, and 95 might even be a little too high. So yeah, you're right. It's goes to show you what online marketing can do on TikTok. So it wouldn't be that crazy this week if even we do get a retracement back to 45 and make support on there and then bounce off, you know, even higher. So although I feel like a lot of people are going to continue buying until SNL, so nice. Yeah, I mean, if you're just playing around, you know, with a little bit and you're not afraid to lose it, I don't think it's that big of a risk. But definitely have targets set to take profits. Nice. seems like Bitcoin might be, yeah. So Bitcoin is breaking out of that trend. We'll keep an eye on this for a few minutes. I can tell just from watching other alts, everything seems to be dropping a little bit, so that doesn't mean it's going, you know, all the way down somewhere specific. It's, you know, it means we're gonna have to just adjust our trend line now that it's broken it. Hey Red Van, how's it going, man? Well, I'll normally use like around the Fibonacci extension levels, or like some patterns have certain levels, like symmetrical triangles will have certain patterns that it will get to. Yeah, Red Van, you're probably really happy today. I'm glad you having a good day there. So for instance, crypto newbie on Doge, I'll show you with what we just, so this is a nice symmetrical triangle pattern. It's on the short term, but it still works. So the target level would be, it's pretty much the distance of the of like the back end of the triangle there. So we measure that out, and then you put it at the end here, and so basically 64.4 cents would be the target if it breaks out of here. But that would be the same on the downside too. Does that make sense? So you can have targets that way, and then targets with your fib levels. There are targets with, they're called harmonics, which I'm trying to educate myself on so I can like show you guys, but that harmonics are basically a nice technical analysis tool, I guess you could call it, that you can use kind of like fib levels, and they actually use fib levels, but they give you some pretty specific targets. So I'm going to continue to learn that. Try to give you guys more to use. Let's see here. Bitcoin. Okay, so Bitcoin did get a slight bounce off this previous low, but that's not really saying much. Um, you could do that. I mean, you could also do like, you know, 20% at their first level, 20 at the next level, and then 40 at the your final level, and then leave, you know, 20% or 10% in case it continues to go higher. You know, there's stuff like that. Yeah, so yeah, that's what I was saying. You could leave, you know, 10, 15, 20% in if it continues to rally. This is RLC continuing to pump even as, and now RLC is up 50% on Bitcoin today. So it's pretty nuts. So you do have bullish divergence on the RSI here. So we have on the 4-hour, which is something. You have a lower lows on the RSI from here to here, and then the same, you know, from your two lows here. From here to here. So on the 4-hour you have a higher low on your price and a lower low on your RSI, which is bullish divergence there. So, you know, at least on the 4-hour, maybe, you know, it is possible that we do hold around this area. I mean, I don't think there's a minimum amount to stake coins. You know, some people would be fine making a couple dollars a day. You know, some people want to make $100 a day, you know, staking. So it's all subjective. Like, it's all depends on, you know, how much interest, you know, or whatever you want to make per day or per year. You know, it also depends on how long you plan on staking. I will say with staking, you know, at some point you might want to, you know, you don't want to lock it in necessarily for longer than you think the bull run is going to last. I got like 5 more minutes, guys. If you have any coins you want to look at. So when there's something called an ERC20 token, a lot of altcoins are those type of tokens, and they can be sent or swapped, traded on the Ethereum blockchain. Whenever something's done, like whenever a transaction or smart contract is done on the Ethereum blockchain, pretty much every action taken on the Ethereum blockchain costs a certain amount of gas, or GWEI it's called, like GWEI, and so you have to pay the fee accordingly. And when there's a lot of transactions trying to happen all at once, like when things are kind of crazy, the gas fees will go up. And so that has been a big problem with like decentralized exchanges like Uniswap. And they are working on solutions for that. But gas fees were actually pretty low recently. Ethereum did do like an upgrade that seemed to help a little bit, but the upgrades that are happening, one is supposed to happen in July, called optimistic rollups, and that should make the gas fees like cents on the dollar. So yeah, if you're using like central exchanges like Binance, you're not paying gas fees. But if you're using Uniswap or a lot of other applications that run on Ethereum, you're gonna run into gas fees. So we'll see if Bitcoin holds up here. No, man, no problem. Take a look at Uniswap one more time. Speaking of Uniswap, so version 3 comes out tomorrow. So I'm going to keep my eye on this price action tonight. See what happens here. Did hit all-time highs yesterday and got close today, but then Bitcoin kind of fell. And now it's working its way back up, but we'll see if it can get there. All right, guys, that's where I'm gonna leave it today. Let's see. Yeah, Bitcoin still heading down here. So what I'm going to hope for is we get a nice kind of double bottom on this level at 43,270, and then we can slowly climb up from there. I think that's very possible. I don't know if we're gonna go lower than that over the next few days, so we'll see. But it is still possible we make a higher low here on the from here, and that would be good too. So we'll see. But thanks for tuning in, guys. Let me know, or give me a follow or a like if you guys have not yet. And I will be on tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. Eastern. Thanks a lot, guys, for sticking with me here. God bless.